Bienvenida a NHSN. Soy Jacobo Algodón.
And I are Michelle Block. Good hook, huh, Jacob?
Starting today, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial can be seen on Memorial Field until November 2nd. The Wall That Heals, sponsored by the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund, is a replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C., and is accompanied by a mobile museum about the Vietnam War.
The exhibit travels to different places throughout the United States so family and friends can commemorate those lost in the Vietnam War while being in a familiar community setting. Needham has 10 of its sons' names on the memorial, and their names, as well as the names of all Massachusetts casualties of that war, will be read aloud during the exhibit.
In addition to traveling locally, the World Challenge Expeditions traveled on an out-of-the-country service trip to Peru. Our reporter Katie Stokes sat down with Aaron and Adie to talk about it.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with members of the 2008 World Challenge program. So, can you tell us what that is?
World Challenge is an organization based in Britain that sends high school students in countries around the world.
Tell us a little about your trip.
Some of my personal favorite parts of the trip were getting to eat guinea pig. Yeah, interesting. When we were doing the community service phase of the trip, we got to spend time with the kids at the school we were working at, who are ages 8 to 13, and we played with them and got to learn about learn what life was like for kids a little younger than us in Peru. And we also attended the Independence Day parade, and that was just a really cool experience, totally different from our 4th of July.
That's great. Well, what's next in terms of World Challenge here at Needham High?
The next expedition will take place during the summer of 2010. That's not this coming summer, but the summer after that. If you're interested, please look out for more information on posters around the school in the next few weeks. An informational meeting for interested parents and students will be held in the auditorium on Wednesday, November 5th at 7 p.m. At that meeting, the destination for the next trip will be announced.
It's great. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us. So, back to you.
Now to our special interest story, and Noah's Did You Know?
Thanks, guys. Now, Halloween is a very serious holiday for many young Americans, and right now I am standing here in front of one of the causes for that seriousness, the lair of the Needham High Ghost. Now, for us to learn more about this Needham High Ghost, and of course the history of Halloween, we asked around for some of the experts in the school building. I'm standing here adjacent to Mr. Hutter, the leading expert on Halloween and the Needham High Ghost.
Well, I don't know actually a whole lot about the history of Halloween.
Well, I have my talisman up there and up there. Hopefully right. He won't come back.
And it also used to haunt the 500s hallway. Well, now that 500s hallway, as you know, doesn't exist anymore.
Many teachers keep a scare count of how many children they have scared. Do you know how you're doing on that list?
Thus far this year, 32.
I know this is like a funny little, thing on the news channel and all, but please take the ghost seriously because we've all lost friends from the ghost, and I think it's something you really need to take this seriously. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow, seems like he is taking it seriously, more seriously for cereal than ever.
Thanks, Noah. Here's a reminder that there will be no school this Tuesday, November 4th, because it's Election Day. If you're 18 or older and you've registered to vote, make sure you go cast your ballot and make your vote be heard.
And now to sports with Eric Feldman.
Thanks, guys. Welcome back to sports. At 4-2 and in second place in the Carey Division, the football team traveled to Weymouth last Saturday to face their division rival. Last year, the Rockets came up inches short against Weymouth as Drew Roy could not reach far enough past the goal line to tie the game in overtime. Let's see if the Rockets can redeem their tough loss from last year. The 8-6 boys soccer team faced Braintree this past week and really needed a win. The Rockets just needed one win to guarantee themselves a playoff spot and are only a few games behind the division-leading Framingham Flyers. Now, here are some upcoming games for this week. The football team takes on Natick on Halloween night at 7 o'clock. The boys soccer team also takes on Natick on Halloween that Friday. And the girls soccer team takes on Bishop Feehan on the 1st of November on Saturday. Just some FYI for all of you, if anyone wants their teams or clubs to be talked about on the news, send information to needhamnews@yahoo.com, and we'll make sure we get you guys in. That's all for today, and back to you.
The junior class is hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. The tournament will take place on November 22nd. Sign up now in Mr. Odierna's room 109 for $25.
If you'd like to participate in the Halloween for Heroes fundraiser Halloween night to raise money for Darfur, you can still do so by signing up in room 425 after school today or tomorrow.
The theater group, Students Acting to Make a Difference, is performing the musical Into the Woods, November 6th through 8th at Pollard Middle School. Tickets are on sale now, and the profits will benefit the American Cancer Society. Please go and support the theater group while also helping this important cause.
Have you heard about the homeroom Halloween costume contest?
We've got the photos, so check them out, and then cast your ballot for the #1 costume. And that's the bell. Have a happy Halloween, don't eat candy in the new building, and
See you next week.